Hello everybody, update just dropped and we are going straight into it. We are looking at the Sunwoo update or evolution or whatever you guys want to call it. We are looking at Sunwoo and we're going to see how good he is. Let's claim that, let's claim that. Oh, we got a full week of this thing? That's insane. Sunwoo. Oh, right. Sunwoo. Okay. He looks a little bit stronger. His SPA is definitely noticeably quicker. He gains these new things, system, showdown, yep. We'll all look at that once we get him in the thing. What's his new leader ability? He maintains the same leader ability that buffs clones and all things like that. But yeah, let's get into the showcase. Infinite, boom, bam. Woo, let's be quick with it, because I know you guys are interested in seeing how he works and how he looks, and I'm also interested myself, so I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how he works, because if I can put him back in my lineup, because I've been itching for a dark unit to put back in my, would be perfect. My bad. Let's see. I'm hoping for something great here. Hoping he's a great unit. Alright, kind of wish I brought Yojin as another farm to make this a little bit quicker, but you know, I digress. Ooh, they said they would change the max range thing. They definitely did. It looks a lot better now. Let's get you down. Let's put these guys on auto, and then soon enough we'll be able to put him down. But for now, let's turn on effects. And then let's turn this off. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. We must stay focused. Alright. Once the wave ends, let's get you down. Okay. So I don't think they changed his attack effects. They look the exact same. And he's really quick, so that's insane. He keeps 100 mana. Upon activation, choose which stat to boost your skill points in. Interesting. So strength, agility, range, and intelligence equals more mana. So let's go heavy into strength. Let's max out strength, and let's let's max out mana, because I don't know what mana does, so I'm interested to see. Rebirth resets all buffs from stats, increases the max stat point cap to 20. Increases debuffs. Okay, let's do that. Oh, and then he slowly gets ability points by killing enemies, huh? Well, let me see. I'm sure there's more to it than just that. Leveling. Okay, he can rebirth a total of 3 times. Rebirthing has its own thing, the mana bar. He starts with a 100 mana bar, and once his mana reaches 0, he gains mana per hit. Let's max him out real quick. That's weird. He doesn't start with his clones anymore. So maybe you have to summon them. Yeah, Shadow Index. It costs mana to keep these guys out. So let's get all of them out, you know? Let's get each and every one of them out. So that's where the mana thing comes in, to keep his shadows around. That's interesting. They're automatically maxed out, so you don't have to pay for them anymore, which is a wonderful thing. As you can see, a lot of effects from his shadows, but he loses mana quick. So we want to start upgrading his strength, and we also want to start upgrading his mana. And as you guys can see by the rebirth thing, you just rebirth. Like, we'll do it again, and then he'll gain more ability points. He loses his summons though, so that's kind of interesting. So let's do more reading. Mana drain per attack. This is what happens. Each shadow drains mana individually. Once mana reaches 0, all shadows disappear, and this ability enters a 60-second cooldown mode. Interesting. Leveling, you guys see it. Every takedown, takedowns 1 per 10 takedowns. Wave pass, you get 2. So that's how the level system works. Once you get it up past a certain point, so let's see real quick, and then I do intelligence. Past a certain point, we should be able to rebirth soon. Yeah, there we go. But I want to see 40 strength. He's doing 400 million. You do the concert, and then you even do the power on top of that. He's doing 519 million, which is really solid and really impressive. So let's reset him one more time. We should be coming up on his last rebirth. Yep, Cup of Rebirth. Upon activation, instantly kills all enemies on the map. Time stops all enemies for 60 seconds and destroys this unit. It sets your cash to 0. Interesting. I haven't watched too much solo leveling, so I literally have no idea why that's his ability. I don't know if he like self-destructs at any point in the series, so that's interesting. So let's see what we can do when we max out this. And then I'm wondering if you can max out everything, because that would be amazing. I want to see what a maxed out, completely strong Sunwoo looks like. Well, let's look more at this. Resets all buffs from the stats. Increases max stat point cap by 20. Obviously, that's what you guys are seeing right here. Permanently buffs all shadow damage by 10% and doubles your current MP. Now his current mana is 1,110. So let's try getting all these guys out again. And let's see what kind of damage we can expect. So the mana, as you guys know, he has a lot of mana, so it's not draining as quick. And, you know, he's just doing a lot of damage. Him collectively, he's absolutely tearing through these enemies. Each rebirth gives him something different. So rebirth number 3, gain despair. When any enemy enters range, applies conquered plus bleed. Wow. Enemies take 10% more damage from Sunwoo and his shadows when the boss enters range. Applies everything above to the boss and adds better fear to 10 seconds. All enemies take 15% more damage from the unit until the shadows and the boss die. Every 10 attacks deal 1 times damage and apply mutilation every 50 seconds. Force all enemies in range to walk backwards. Interesting. And then applies fear, blah blah blah. Shadow extraction. Whenever this unit gets a takedown, attempts to arise the enemy arising. Yep, you guys know how the arise thing been work. Bloodlust, that's his 50-second thing. Mana bar, we've already talked about that. So yeah, this dude Sunwoo is very interesting. This is what you can do with his stats. You can get it up to 60 and 45. Past that, you can't rebirth, so you cannot do anything more with that. And besides that, all you have is a Cup of Rebirth ability. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. Wow, this unit very, very, very solid. You can definitely get a lot of damage, as you guys are seeing right now. He is doing upwards of 576 million damage on his own. This unit is insane. And then you have his Cup of Rebirth ability, of course. Let's see if it has a special animation. Nope, it just deletes the unit and time stops anybody who's coming through. Okay, pretty cool. I like it. And then you'll have to redo the entire thing, as you guys are seeing right here. It's something solid. It's definitely something cool. I like it. This new buff definitely puts him up there. It makes him a lot more of a usable unit, especially having a nuke that insta-kills enemies. I mean, I'd strongly recommend getting Sunwoo if you guys haven't gotten him, because before he was kind of mid. Now he's perfect, so I strongly recommend you get him. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and there's more to come. See you guys.